Yeah, my name's Shem, which is Hebrew for name. Or more accurately, it's what happens when two slightly stoned Rastafarians in Stratford name a child. So we get together. Have you thought of a name yet? How about name? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. What's your name? Name. That'll never not get funny. That'll be brilliant. That'll just confuse people all over Israel. That's what you want in a child. I live in East London. Loads of kebab shops there. In my local kebab shop, it's true, in my local kebab shop there really is a sign saying boycott Israeli dates, which is difficult for me as I use the Jewish calendar. Anyway, on the subject of occupation, I used to be a helicopter pilot, did a lot of work on rotation. Oh god, there's more. I used to be a typist, it was mostly shift work. So I'm like a small child, like I put these two words together and I just run to a microphone. Oh my god, you have to hear this! Like, helicopter pilot, wait, and then I was thinking about becoming a moil, it's a Jewish priest that does circumcision. The pay's not great, but the tips. Sorry, that's basically a cop joke, but a circumcision one, so it's slightly more hygienic. I can't even remember what I'm going to say next. That's terrible. Yeah, so just for the ladies out there, I'm a bit of a stallion. That means I'm in a stable relationship. I met my girlfriend online, which is great. I just get, but it's really great. Like I love her and everything, but I just get very nervous anytime she goes near a laptop or anytime we have an argument. She'll start typing away, or yeah. So that's not too great. Especially as she gets an email through every week that says other girls that quite like Shem for John, Dave, Steve. To try and make up for that, I've written a special joke for her. She likes animals, so it's what's the most insecure animal? It's the meerkat. Yeah, I can see she's going to leave me. Like, she's pulled out an iPhone now. She's like searching for an alternative man. I've got what I'm currently working on a shortened version of an Arthur Miller play. It's called The View From, abridged. That's a joke from my English teacher. Without whom, I'd be saying without who. I'm a big fan of the French 18th century philosopher René Descartes. He's most famous for saying his most famous saying in English is "I think, therefore I am." Of course, had he said "I think, therefore I do what I want," he could have been called Descartes Blanche. That same saying, "I think, therefore I am," in Latin is "cogito ergo sum." Although when I was a child, I thought I got that wrong, and it was "I think, therefore I Japanese wrestle." Cogito ergo sumo. But not like Descartes was, obviously a very famous philosopher. But he also was a very famous mathematician. He was responsible for Cartesian coordinates, the x and y axis. So I always thought Descartes should have become a pop star because he would chart well. SOS stands for Save Our Souls, but I think we should save nice people as well. The thing about incest, it's all relative. At least that's what my uncle tells me. So he was a baker, his father was a baker, his grandfather was a baker, his whole family was in bread. I'm just amusing myself here, really. Sorry, I'm actually really jet lagged. I literally just flew back from Kuala Lumpur. So like I'm really tired and I can't really form sentences. And I thought Kuala Lumpur would be really healthy, but when I got there it was full of glaze. Ah, dear. Okay, so I had more jokes, but I forgot them, so I'm going to leave you two. They're both like rap music. The first is, there's a rapper I don't like very much called Little Bow Wow. Well, he used to be called Little Bow Wow, and now he's called Bow Wow, because when he first came out 10 years ago, he was a small child, cute and adorable. Then after like 10 years, he grew up, got old, and he renamed himself as Bow Wow. But the same thing never happened with 50 Cent. He never adjusted for inflation. So I dedicate to my my economics teacher, who also taught me English. That's why. And my second is I'm a massive fan of the Wu-Tang Clan, and my favourite song by the Wu-Tang Clan is called Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With. And I love that song for two reasons. Firstly, because that's literally how the song goes. Like, the chorus will go, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with! Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with! Over and over and over again. That's literally the chorus. Which I think is wonderful. Like, especially around 1993, those people were standing around going, so Bob, do you know what you're doing on the weekends? Well, I'm gonna work on a spreadsheet and then go and fuck with the Wu-Tang Clan. Bob, I'm afraid I have some bad news. Really? Yeah, it's the Wu-Tang Clan. They're nothing to fuck with. Not even a little bit. No, they're very specific. And then, in the same song where they love to fuck with over and over again, just literally about a minute in, Inspector Deck, one of the 9 members of the Wu-Tang Clan, steps up to the microphone and says, "'Cause I take the bake, 'cause I take the cake, and then bake the cake and eat it too with my crew as we head from state to state." Or, put slightly more slowly, he says, "Because I bake the cake, and take the cake, and eat it too with my crew while we head from state to state." Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like someone I could fuck with. Hey there, Inspector Deck, what are you doing there? You're making some Wu-Tang Clan, it's got lots of cream on it, and you're like, oh, back up, motherfucker, oh, no. I take the sponge, put some jam on it, I roll it into like a cylindrical shape, sprinkles. That's how I roll, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm Ian Shem, thanks a lot, bye.
Your next segment, we have the